Oh, hello there, friends. It is a beautiful July morning, and this is the first day of our third quarter of the second year of this challenge. And unfortunately, last quarter our cheese did not quite meet the quota. We were slightly behind, and that may be from a lower milk production. I did add some more um, goats to the goat pen kind of late in the quarter, so we'll just have to see and kind of keep a close eye on that. Everything else was fine, and to the point of that we've almost got everything in everything. So let's take a quick look and take a drink of coffee here, and then we'll head out and take a look around and see where everything is and what we need to do. I love my coffee. All right, let's see. What do we got? I guess first thing, let's do we let's just use the truck and do some auto loading. Make it go a little quicker. Looks like we got a lot of planks over there we need to sell. Alright, let's see. I need to clean up the yard here. Ooh, this is tight. Alright. Let's see. Coming through. Okay, looks like we got a couple more butters. Let's see the butter. And bread. Oh, that looks good. Okay. Let's go drop these off. So it looks like we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 butters, or 4 cheeses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 butters, and butters on track. So that was another thing I did. I went into the I think I'll put the truck away for now till we are selling some stuff. We'll have a lot of stuff to sell, but let's get the skid steer and let's... Ooh, this thing needs a bath. What happened there? Oh. Yeah, I like that little guy, but it didn't do too good a job on some stuff. What's our food situation over here? Low on water. Okay on food. How about these guys? They could use some more food, and they're okay on water. Alright, so water is for them. We got another milk over here that we can move. And how are these guys? Looks like we're going to need to give them some water, and it wouldn't hurt to drop them some grass off. which one of these is full. This one only has 75 liters. It's a full 1,000. I just put one in the production, but I am going to go ahead and put this one in there too. Well, go ahead and put both of these in there then, I guess. Since it's going to be in the production, it'll be okay. I think I'm gonna have to do what old Grizzly did over there and get me one of those Mahindras. They look like they're a lot of fun. Hey, we got two more butters and milk, and then milk. Another butter and another cheese. Wow. I used the production control mod to make a little change. I kind of like the... Hey, what happened to my butter? I'm gonna have to fix that off camera again like I did last time. It's easy enough just to go in and edit the XML file. And I promise I don't go in and edit the XML file to win the challenge or to cheat. I only use my quote-unquote hacking skills for good. That's a long, long story of how I learned my lesson a long, long time ago. Maybe one of these days, when we have plenty of time, I can tell you about my gray past and some of my exploits in those days. Okay, no more eggs. How are we on food? They're okay on food. I don't think there's anything that's ready to be harvested over there. Seeing all those pretty plants makes me want to... Nope. Everything's still growing. Good. Okay. So now we have... Yeah, I should have picked these up with the truck too, but... That's okay. maybe we can get 4 at a time here. How is everybody doing? I always forget to ask that. That's always rude of me to not ask how everybody's doing. I hope y'all are doing good. I am doing pretty good. My kids had Halloween this last night. I'm recording this on the day after. They always look forward to getting dressed up and going and getting candy from everybody. It would be cheaper for me if I just bought the candy and they didn't go, but they have so much fun. You know, except this year, I went to my daughter's neighborhood and it just wasn't. They went last year and they had a really good time. It's just this year there wasn't really a lot of people out in her neighborhood that were doing trick-or-treating. It was pretty sparse. They were kind of disappointed about that. And I think it, might have something to do with what's going on in our country, the economy, and all that kind of stuff, and everything. And people maybe want to hold on to their money a little bit and not spend it on candy to just hand out to people. But I don't know. I live in a rural neighborhood where I'm at right now. We have each house is on like a 1 acre. I wouldn't call it a lot, but kind of laid out like a subdivision in a way. There are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 1 acre lots on one side, and then adjoining our property on the back is another 5 1 acre lots, and then a road goes around that those lots, and then there's another, I guess, 10 lots on the other side of the road, across the road from me. And then there are houses outside of that loop, if you will. And it's pretty rural. It's not like fancy houses or anything. I was fortunate. I was fortunate to be able to, when I was at a job that I worked at for like 15 years and designed a software system that was like part of their bread and butter sales, that they then decided that was no longer needed. And well, it really wasn't directly their bread and butter, but it was it helped them to sell their bread and butter product. And they decided to, for various reasons, went through several leadership changes in the company, and it kind of caused us to fall behind in features and technology, and then it got to the point that it was just literally too far gone to recover. And so when basically when they shut that project down, I got a fairly nice severance. I was expecting more, but it was fairly nice. And cashed out my 401k slash pension, whatever, and was able to buy this house that I'm in now, pay cash for it. And so that has helped, because being someone who works in the oil and gas industry, even on the software side, we still go through those cycles, and there's layoff periods. My last job during COVID, there was a double whammy with COVID, and the oil prices just bottomed out, and it was a smaller company, and they basically shut down all of their development work. Pardon me, had another drink of coffee. And from that, they I think they outsourced their work, and eventually they tried to hire a lot of us back, but they treated us pretty wrong when the way they ended it. So we weren't too happy to come back. I don't think too many people did, if any. And so I have a highly specialized skill set in software development and software engineering and development, and it is it's pretty hard to find a job that utilizes that skill set. And there's a lot of people out there that are hiring that don't want to take a chance on someone who doesn't have the perfect skill set that they're looking for, because at my experience level, it's a fairly decent compensation rate. And if they're going to pay that kind of money, they want somebody that, one, can hit the ground running and know exactly what they're doing. Whereas from a software engineering and project management role, not a problem. But in the software skill area, it's pretty tight for me. All right. I'm not going to worry about what's in there right now, because we know that we were lagging on the cheese. Let me show you what I did. Excuse me, to help with the cheese. So with this production mod, you can control how much productivity, basically. So I cut butter down to 80% and upped the goat cheese to 120%. So, like in Crustu's case, he was saying that by going to 300% with his bread, that he was just making 3 shifts of work. And that makes sense. The other approach you could do, like old Grizzly did, is just pay some workers and have more workers, which could be essentially what Crustu's doing, but he's just not paying them. I mean, although what you will see is that if you look at like the goat cheese here, you can see that it changes the cycles per month, and it will change the cost per month. So if I change this back to, you'll notice it's $23, if I change this back to 100%, you'll see it goes down to $19. So it does increase the production cost by the same percentage, but I don't think that's necessarily kind of an indicative of what's going on. I mean, you're either, let's just see something. So it was 19 at 100%. At 200%, what is it? 38. It is doubling your production cost. So that is kind of realistic, I would say. I mean, you're paying twice as much for it, for what you're getting. So, yeah. And I might have to share this with some people, but I have edited this mod myself, and you could only go down to, I believe it was 50, but I've added 40, 30, 25, 20, 10% in. So, because I wanted to be able to use it on some of these overpowered mods, as you might want to call them, that are overpowered, so to speak, for oh yeah, we've got flour. Let's go get the truck for that. Like those greenhouses that are overpowered, I mean, I wouldn't mind using some of the root crop ones or something, but they just seem to be that their production rates were so high. And then also from an aesthetic standpoint, I like Omatana's open air gardens and the ones that have the tree and all that in them, but they're kind of an overpowered production compared to the base game, which is great in some circumstances, but before I do this, let me just see how much flour do I have. I don't want to like have a ton of flour. I may let that flour sit for a bit, because let this go down some, because we are we don't want to have this just holding the flour over. Well, does it really? Well, we don't want it to be making bread ahead of where we were. That's what I was going to say. But I suppose what I could do is, if we get ahead of ourselves, we could always just stop the bread production till the next year. Yeah, okay. So we're just going to get that flour over in there. But I'm not going to drop any more sorghum in. Let's see if any more flour comes out. Yeah, I thought there would be. Okay. Which button? Yep, that's all we can hold right now. Alright, let's take this over and drop it in the bakery. I don't know, so far this bakery's been keeping up with everything. I know some people are having problems with their bakeries and their dairies. I put a lot of research into picking out these so that I don't have to boost them or change them, or at least that's what I thought. The dairy and the goat cheese is seeming to be a little bit off. One of the things I might consider, I'm planning on doing another one of these series, but basically taking everything I've learned in this one and applying it again, but also doing it a little bit different as well. I'm looking at the Palanki map. I like the Polish maps. And they've got some different crop types that can make it kind of interesting. And also, instead of using the mods for making the flour and stuff that are that make pig food, I was thinking I would make my own pig food by mixing it and growing the crops. But I might also consider the Omatana production, small farm production. Oh, I need this tractor over here so we can do water. And then I think we would be done for the day. And we might go ahead, we have plenty of time, we might go ahead and jump to the next day and go ahead and go to August. And then I think by August we should have some crops that we have to harvest. Yeah, I think I don't have it excuse me, I don't have it on my spreadsheet, but the canola is gonna excuse me, need to be harvested. And sorghum is definitely this month. We also have the red beets and carrots. That's going to be another fun one. And then if I have enough room in my root cellar there, I'll be able to have everything I need. And you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna have to do a sugar production, an oil production, and a canned food production. I may just use that small farm production for those things. And just, yeah, I may do that. So, you know, one thing I ought to check too. How much wood do we have left? Industrial sawmill. He's running lower on the wood. And I bet the carpentry is full up of wood. Makes sense. Because the sawmill is pumping all of its wood over to the other one, so it's going to be empty first, and then we can get rid of that production, and then we'll be strictly doing the furniture. All right, let's go back over here and finish with our giving our goats their water. You know, while that's filling up, let's look at something. I am just wondering, we come down here. I played around with this a little bit before, but it didn't seem to work out too good. That is just, those are water tanks of production points. I go over here to silo extension. I don't know if this works with animals. Does that have root crop? I could use that to extend. I don't see carrots and red beets in there. Now see, that said that that worked for animals too. And it did to some degree. So I'm going to try this guy right here. Or maybe this one. I am going to see if where I can put this. I'm just okay, bear with me. Okay, now so this is not, oops, it's not going to be on my production list, so it's not a production. That shows I have 30,000 liters of water. Now what about the pigs over here? What is their water situation now? I don't know. Maybe I filled them up. Alright, come on. Let's get you some water in the pigs. Why am I not getting... Oh, they're now full. Wait. What about... Now these guys are not. They didn't work with the extension that I used before, so I expect they're not going to work now. Okay. I will go and park this guy. I can sell this if those others are working for the goats and the pigs. Then, and I have... I'm just going to park this right here. And let's go get the gator that gave us lots of problems before. Which I really like this little gator. Let's fill her up. Perfect for filling up the water in these little igloos. Perfect. So, at at a minimum, I would say it was at least worth that. Even though I couldn't get grain to drop into it, or the trailer while attached to it for some reason. But there is a trailer for the Mahindra that would work. Okay. Alright, what do we have left to do? Well, I don't think there's a whole lot left to do for today. So we have enough time, so let's just jump forward and let's get a couple of months knocked out in one episode. Alright, I'm going to cut away, and when it's August, we'll come back. Alright, see you back in just a few minutes. Alright, welcome back to August, and it is raining, and if you look up in the upper right hand corner there, you can see we have a tornado warning. Don't know where that's going to happen, but man, sky looks pretty ugly today. Well, we can do a few things here. Let's see. We can't, I guess, no, we can't really harvest. We're going to have to keep an eye out on the weather, watching for the tornado, because we check the weather here. That tornado is here first thing in the morning. So we will have to keep an eye out and make sure that we don't have any problems. Now, while we're looking, let's check. Yeah, we're going to have a busy... Don't know if we'll get this all done in one episode or not, but we've got our sorghum's ready to harvest. Our canola is ready to harvest. And look at that, 100% yield bonus on both of those. Red beets are ready to harvest. And carrots are ready to harvest. 100% on those, 97% bonus on those. Oh my goodness, we're going to have bumper crops. Bumper crops. Okay. What is that telling me about my cows up there? Let me go check my calves. Are they out of food or something? Ooh. They are out of food. What are the pigs looking like? Looks like they might need some... And these guys are going to need some... Is that showing like how much water it is? Because that was... Wasn't that like all white last time? Okay. $30,000. This is only... $3,000 for water, so... Okay. Food. Let's go get some food for the calves first. Let's see. Did we see if... Might try this experiment again. Okay, that's the tank. Maybe that's listed under trailers. Does that show TMR? Yeah, it looks like TMR down there. I think. Pig food for sure. Oh wait, that's the TMR there. Well, alright, it's worth a shot again. Why is it not wanting to? Okay, we can deal with that. Might have to put a little oomph on it. Really? Okay. As much as I would like to have this guy in another episode, things like that don't bode well for its livelihood. And if it doesn't pass this test, yeah, this is what I was trying to load before and it wouldn't load. And I think if I pulled the trailer through too, it wouldn't do it. Just a glutton for punishment, I'm telling you. Just a glutton for punishment. Nope. Okay. Let's try one more thing here. Nope. Okay. Let's unhook that guy and we're gonna get rid of the gator. Let's get rid of this trailer first. And let's get rid of this gator. And get rid of the water tank. And I haven't been checking what's on sale in the store. Is there going to be, by any chance, a Mahindra? Well, there's a Kubota. I don't know. Don't know if I've seen anybody use the Kubota. Man, it's a tiny trunk. Can we change the design? What's the design do for us? Nothing really. Oh, there. Kind of like that. But, 3-point. You can only have the 3-point with the small capacity. Okay, let's go over here and look at the Mahindra. Let's sort these. There's the Mahindra. Well, now, I'm kind of thinking this guy. Really? 175 horsepower on this thing? How can you justify that? $25 horsepower I could almost go with. 50. Yeah. But it doesn't dump. That's, I am willing to take a chance here. Tipper. Flatbed. Standard. Go with the tipper. Doesn't add any cost to it. Oh, what the heck. If I saw one of these at this price and was doing my own farm, my own homestead, then I definitely would. Riverbend Springs. Really? This is not Riverbend Springs. Okay, so we can leave that alone. Well, let's buy this guy. All right. Let's see if it works as advertised too. All right, where did it go? Where did it go? Right over here. Be nice. Oh, it's a little tiny thing. Oh, did I get the trailer hitch? I don't think I did get the trailer hitch. Well. Are you kidding me? You know, I am beginning to wonder if it's not this mod that's not recognizing these. Okay, let's see. Let's get the blue tractor. Well, yeah, kind of funny thing, I almost did that in real life too. I was using my stepdad's tractor and was spreading out some gravel on our driveway, or crushed concrete, or whatever you want to call it, and hit the main fence post for the, see? hit the main fence post. Well, not the main fence post, but one of the posts by the gate. It kind of, I heard it crack, but it didn't go anywhere, so. I am going to have to replace it eventually. Now, how much feed do these guys have now? All right. Those are full now. And so we'll park this over here. All right. Yeah, well, I got a little interrupted there. My kids came back from visiting the flea market that's right by our house. And they brought home some a chorizo and egg breakfast taco. And I had to have a little bite of it to get before getting started here. We're gonna try. Oh, that's in the way now. Well, no, that's not in the way. Let's come over here and see about getting some pig food out. See if this will fill up here. Really? I mean, are we saying that this is like a worthless mod too? It's not like there's... Can't change anything. Yeah. Well, there you go. Not worth it. Let's sell it. And I know from watching our friend old Grizzly over there on his channel that this guy works really well. See, this has one of those trailers, plus it also has the water trailer or a liquid trailer. Well, actually, that trailer does not do water. Interesting. Okay. That's fine. We got the trailer, so I don't need too much. Oh, got the 3-point. Pay a little extra for that. Got the hitch. Okay. Let's try this. Now, let's see, let's move this Ford tractor out of the way. Ah, hit the wrong button. Let's disconnect. Let's back up over here. Out of the way. Oops. Crank it back up. What the heck? Well, it at least did take it that way. I don't know why. Usually you have to have the trailer highlighted for it to recognize that. It's kind of bizarre. Alright, let's see if we get... Okay. Oh. Very bizarre. Okay. That's good. This is workable. We'll need to get us a little, some sort of barrel for the water. Oops. Can I get out of here? Hello. Park a little too close there. Not good. Let's see. Let's get some grass out. To come over here. We need 2. We'll get 2 of them. And we'll go ahead and use the skid steer. Actually, ooh, that's a heavy load. Probably should have used a tractor for this. Alright, let's get them some feed. Should take that first one for sure. Oh, took both of them. Okay. Looks like we have some eggs over here. There's an update to this map that's supposed to fix some of these rough places, but I was afraid to load it because I didn't want to mess up my series. And like have to start a new save game or something. Just because I loaded an update to the map. We got 3 things of goat milk over there. I'll put 1 in storage and 1 in the production. Alright, let's see which one of these. Okay, that one is 1,000 liters. And that one is also 1,000 liters. That one's not quite full yet, so one to storage, 1 to production. Yeah, I think next time I might, instead of a skid steer, I might get, there's a little Doots tractor that doesn't have a lot of horsepower, but you can get the front loader, and it will it'll do the job. You might have to put a weight on the back, but that would help you carry some bigger stuff. Still be able to maneuver around in the farm, but we'll see. Be a little bit faster than this guy. Oh yeah, and our sawmill is finished. It's empty of wood. So it is going away shortly. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break here and eat this nice little breakfast taco that my daughter brought me. And I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back, and that was a very good breakfast taco. I don't know what part of the world you were in, but if you get a chance to eat a chorizo and egg breakfast taco, I would highly recommend it. It was very yummy. Okay, so we've taken care of milk and eggs. How many? We know we have plenty of mushrooms. We have how many strawberries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 strawberries. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tomatoes. Maybe count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need one more lettuce. Okay, so let's go over here. I'm sure there's a lettuce. And then I think I also saw that there's a full pallet of honey. Yeah, I like this pallet fork that straps, but sometimes it can be kind of a pain. So we only need 2 honeys for this year. And this is gonna what am I gonna do about that now? Just do it this way. Alright, so the vegetables and enoki mushrooms can be sold. Any more honey we get can be sold. So we're done with the vegetables, we're done with the honey. How many eggs do we have? We only have 3 pallets of eggs. Milk, we're 3 and wait, do we have 4 milks? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's our quota for this quarter, and we have another month for the quarter, so everything till the end of the quarter goes into production. Alright. Oop. I'm gonna park it there. Okay. Let's go pick up everything. Starting to hear the thunder rumble a little bit. Wonder if we're going to get that tornado. Mushy rooms are done. Veggies done. We'll go get some now. I dumped out a partial of planks. I don't know if we'll get it. Okay, we did pick it up. Let's go sell these. Okay. Let's go get the rest of these. Now we just have to deal with the wood chips that are in there. Is there going to be any more furniture come out? Look like it. If it does, we'll just get it next time. What else? Oh yeah. We have butter and cheese. And some bread. Now we do not go backwards where it will pick up that butter. I pause that, and instead of pause the game instead of the recording, I'll have to cut that out. So how much bread do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 loaves, 8 pallets of bread. We're on track with bread. Well, that's all the bread we need for the month, or for the quarter. Cheese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are 1.5 pallets behind on cheese. And for butter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well ahead on the butter. One more butter and we will be through for the month. That looks good. So we are continuing to do good. All right. I think I've pretty much got done what I need to get done here. And I think it's time to start the harvest. All right. Let's just do a quick check real quick. It looks like there was some tornado damage over there, so we missed the tornado somehow. Maybe it happened during the night before we got up. I just didn't notice that over there. I'm not happy for the guy that owns that, but I'm happy it didn't hit me. Okay, cows. Food. And their health is down a little bit because they ran out of food earlier. Chickens are doing good. Now these will start laying in the next month. And we'll be at the full 150, and we'll start having extra eggs. And for our goats, they could use a little more hay or grass, but they're good right now too, so looks like everything's good. So I think we will, does this have a, looks like it might have a hitch on the back. I don't know. I don't know if we can get both of those on one tractor or not. Alright, looks like I'm just going to take a little break here, and in our next episode we will harvest and go ahead and move to the end of the quarter, I think. Go into September. And like, okay, I already checked. Everything is ready to be harvested. So that will be a big, big day. So thank you. Thank you for sticking with me again. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, if you would click that like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, if you would subscribe, it'll help me out to know that there are people that are interested in the content that I produce. And I'm looking forward to our next episode. And everybody have a good rest of your day. And we will see you later. Bye-bye for now.